New doll?
This is Hildegarde.
German?
No, she's Swiss. And she's married to Philippe.
Oh, she's taken. That's too bad. She's quite lovely.
Why aren't you married?
Oh, that's a hell of a question. All right. There was a girl. Oh, she had a mouth on her. If you crossed her, she'd tell you things that made your hair fall out. It's why I'm bald, you see.
Why didn't you marry her?
Because I was poor. Because I was stupid. And then because I was too late. She took the last boat to Canada. Sometimes you feel life is a never-ending series of choices, but then most of them bring you back to the same place. There's few enough choices that matter. Try not to fuck those up.
Ollie!
Pardon my French.
It's a dangerous business. You step onto the tracks, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing whether you might be swept off to.
You could have killed someone.
It's Sunday. Nobody goes to work on Sunday.
It's Monday.
Ah.
They're going to know it was you. You told everyone in the Duke's Arms you were going to do it. What were you thinking?
What do you think, lass? I was thinking I won't have to see Uncle Jack's stupid face everywhere.
They'll just put up another antenna.
You're right. Oh, you're always right.
I think you better get out of town.
And where do you expect me to live then?
In the Garden District?
They don't have televisions there, do they?
Scott, Mr. Hewitt of Dalrymple will be giving hopscotch lessons right out the front of this Jimmy Park. Now, if you don't know how to hopscotch, you need to brush up on the rules. Be sure to attend Mr. Dalrymple's lesson. And I see here that the Church of St. Ignatius is continuing its tradition of consignment film competitions with the celebrity
Man's
call.
home, Mrs. Castle.
I made a doll of Mum.
It's very like her.
Is it? I wasn't sure.
She was a tad taller.
It's a doll?
She was taller.
That's not very funny.
Well, I thought it was. I'm sorry. You miss her.
I guess. It's just how everything is now. Nothing's the same. The way things were doesn't even seem real. I sort of miss it, and it doesn't seem real.
You have too much wisdom at your age. It's hardly fair. I got to be a complete numpty until I was 30. What are you smiling for?
I'm going to make officer. You'll see.
I found a loose bullet down in the mud the other day. Do you think it could still do good?
You look a bit sad today.
You're a bit nosy.
You don't have to be mean,
I am mean. Ask anybody.
but you don't have to be.
You're right. It seems some of the lads over at the camp didn't like being prisoners of war, so they decided to fight back. But they lost.
What did the Germans do?
The Germans. Nothing. They got all the other prisoners who didn't fight back, made them shoot them.
Which would you have done if you'd been a prisoner of war? Fight back or...
Aye. That's a question.
Why aren't you a prisoner of war?
And that's the other one.
Aren't you supposed to be at work?
I quit.
A soldier's allowed to quit.
I guess we'll find out, won't we? I don't think he'll want me back at any rate. Not after the things I told him.
The general?
This is all his fault. The registry, the train, the way we bent over backwards. Wait, how can I be talking to you? You're dead. I quit because you're dead. My memory's all confused. It just sloshes around in my head.
Does that make it easier to bear?
And don't you even think about coming back. Be off with you then.
This is where they hanged Mr. Cranmer, isn't it? And Mr. and Mrs. Lashford.
Aye, Tommy and the Lashfords. You see those bits of rope?
Why didn't the Germans just arrest them?
I think we thought they'd be happier if they didn't have to. And dead men tell no tales.
Did you help?
Nay, but I didn't hinder neither.
Does that mean you're just as guilty?
You're full of questions today, aren't you?
Am I?
Are we really going to come back from Germany when it's all over?
It's hard to make predictions, especially about the future.
That's not very informative.
No, it's not.
What are the Germans like?
They're clean people, very orderly, fond of music. Take them one man at a time, and they're no worse than Englishmen. Put them in a mob and frighten them. I'm sure they're no better.
Is that why all the grown-ups are so scared? Should I be scared?
I get a little more frightened every day I'm alive.
Awfully chilly for October.
And now it's time for famous Britons. Showing
How on earth did he get to be Uncle Jack?
Everybody likes him, except you.
Have they forgotten what he did?
People are forgetting a lot of things now.
Oh, I suppose they don't even know what he did to you. But how did they forget who it was on the German radio every night during the occupation? They locked him up after the victory.
People don't talk about the past anymore.
When did they let him out?
You've forgotten things too, you know. you doing in my playhouse?
Margaret. It was raining.
Your legs are all wet.
They shot you. You ran and they shot you.
You're still drunk.
Are you gonna haunt me?
Do you want me to go away?
No, please don't.
I think you're sitting on Helga.
Sorry, Helga.
I almost finished her. She's ever so upset about her apron. She likes everything to be just so. Could you finish her for me? The gate's open, Ollie. Can't you just not look at the telly?
No, I can't just not look at the telly. They put one in every bloody corner. I'll tell you what I can do. I can blow up the bloody broadcast antenna at City Hall.
That is the worst idea I've ever heard from you.
What do you know? You're dead. Huh? Haven't got an answer for that, have you? Margaret. Margaret! Ah.
Power!
Where do I turn on the bloody power to the elevator?
No more, Mr. Nice Guy. Not for... I won't have it. Black dog. I'll finish you.
Well, lad, this is what we trained for. How did I get here?
Did you go and see Sally Boyle?
I can't have. She's in the village.
Or she came to you? It doesn't matter.
She comes by. Why does she come by? Do we trade?
What did you buy from her?
Oh, my memory's more than usually fuzzy.
Did you take something she gave you?
I was sad, wasn't I? And ashamed. I can still feel it. I just don't know why.
You bought something from her, didn't you?
Why was I sad? What have I got to be ashamed of? Margaret, don't look at me like that. I can't help it if I don't remember.